Hey everybody, Jay Barrino here, and welcome back. We're playing the true story of Arkain. On to Chapter 3 of Act 7, Dead Forest. As the Undead arrive in the eastern part of the Elven Kingdom, the battle between the demon slaves and the Golden Guard is already in motion. And while in Salria, the demons and the Golden Guard had been at a stalemate, here the Golden Guard seemed to be winning despite being completely surrounded, utterly crushing the main bulk of the demonic forces. Yet their orders are clear. Crush the demon slaves and secure this part of the forest in the name of their master. Alright, so this is an undead mission, it sounds like. Oh, not necessarily, I guess we'll see, but I think this would be a new chapter, because I don't remember this one from any of the second books, and the final second Undead book mission was the first act of this chapter, so any Undead map from this point onwards is brand new. This is impossible. What mockery is this? This must be the intrigue of some... No intrigue, demon. None of your demonic rivals have bested you, tricked you, or lured you into a trap. Your own overconfidence has led you to underestimate the might of the righteous. Your fanaticism is equally admirable and unbearable, Paladin. Begone, demon scum! Got him. As you can see, General Woodhunter, there is no reason to worry. We have the situation under control. With their leadership gone, it's only a matter of time. They're no match for the Golden Guard. Soon we'll have them cornered, outmatched, and utterly destroyed. The rumors about the confidence of the Golden Guard definitely aren't exaggerated. Heh heh. Tepid pause. Oh, it's these guys. This Sir Praxius of yours seems to be a worthy new leader to the Paladins. His strength is admirable. I can understand why the Paladin orders chose him as their new leader after Salamar's death. You're too kind, General. Ah, Sir Praxius, you've served the Empire well today. As have you, Captain Sorganus, by holding this position against the tides of demon slaves and their demonic overlords. Sir Praxius, allow me to introduce General Solana Woodhunter, protector of the Elven Kingdom and overall leader of its armies. It's an honor to meet you, General Woodhunter. I've heard many things about your military prowess. Likewise, Sir Praxius. As much as I would love to stay and fight in the remaining forces of the demons, I have to take my leave. Lord Marin has requested that I personally protect his laboratory. I see. Thank you for destroying the Dreadlord, and I wish you good travels then. Until we meet again, Sir Praxius. What was that all about? Nothing you have to concern yourselves with, I assure you. It's not even related to the Elven Kingdom in any way. I suggest that you return to the court of your queen, General Woodhunter. We have the situation under control and reinforcements are already on their way. There are reports that other forces, traitors to the Empire, are on the move, and they might be headed towards the very throne of Renova. They must be stopped at all costs, as I'm sure you will agree. Traitors. They will not set foot in the Elven Kingdom. Who are they? Demon slaves? All I know is that they wear the colors of the Iron Fist. They must be survivors of Bloodclaw's rebellion. Ugh. Commander Herden, your men would do well to remember that you're no longer part of the Iron Fist and stand under the command of the Golden Guard. Tepid pause. I'm sure you understand that we have doubts regarding the alleged treason of our former superior, Captain Sorganus. There's no need to worry about us, though, of course. We intend to continue working with General Woodhunter. Remember that the first thing the High Lord did when you were transferred away from the Iron Fist was to promote you and put you in charge of all forces that had previously followed the orders of Bloodclaw. Consider this when thinking about where your loyalties lie. We're sitting around in a forest while a war rages all over the continent, and to watch as the elves are sent away from their homes, whether they like it or not. Quite the promotion. Perhaps it is best if you three and your soldiers remain close to the capital of the elves, far from any possible front lines and traitors. You'd been promoted by the High Lord to be in charge of that garrison, not to question him. Traitors must not be allowed on our soil, but Gardon, a traitor? I don't quite understand. There's a contradiction somewhere. We should take our leave, Captain. The General must rest. These last few weeks have been very trying. Come, my lady, we should return to the capital. Lord Esrathian's orders are clear. All succubi that are under suspicion of being servants of the demoness Ibira are to be put under arrest. Hand her over. If your Lord Esrathian wants me to hand over a member of my own legion, then he should come here and tell me that himself, or at least send someone who has authority. All right, his underling was just slain in battle. How unfortunate. If you do not hand her over willingly, we'll take her by force. Oh, really? Will you now? Take a look around, little pit lord. Are you sure you want to try this? Tepid pause. I suppose you will leave alive then. Take your pawns and get out of my sight before I change my mind. And rest assured that word of your impudence will reach your overlords. It'd be better for you to leave. The pit lord might be a weakling and a coward, but he might try to catch you in the forest when I'm not looking. And I have a siege to participate in. I cannot watch over you. My thanks for your protection, Count. I understand that you did this despite the fact that I'm not a member of your legion. Indeed I did. Why would I play by the rules of Esrathian, or any other Soul Eater dog for that matter? They're ruining themselves with this invasion, just as the Blood Drinker Legion did. The attempt to both conquer the mortal lands and take revenge on the putrescent wannabe god on his little frozen mountain is a fool's errand. I can understand why Lord Urganath and the other legions refused to be part of this. Making that brute Ornassian agree on this must have been easy. He would have jumped at any chance to wage war on the mortals. I've yet to understand why Cursadar agreed to take part in this. While we all hate that cadaver Eridon, there must be more to this than just that. I wonder, did Ibira have a hand in this entire charade? Drop the act. I just saved you from a few decades of torture, or maybe even more. Not that I know of, no. Some of my friends believe that Cursadar actually favors the idea of gaining the rich lands of the mortals while simultaneously taking care of that old sack of bones. Our lands are desolate, utterly destroyed and forever scarred by the death of our creator, as are we. It is reasonable to conquer new lands, but all previous attempts to take them by force have been unsuccessful, and our people prefer politics over warfare. The sophisticated ones, anyway. Others think that he has been convinced by someone else, maybe even that old warmonger, Esrathian. Some joke that it might just be a trick of Marinogen's ghost. While the ghost theory is clearly not the case, Cursadar being convinced by someone else is possible, to say the least. So they think Marinogen's dead. Interesting. It matters not. You should leave. It's not safe here. Tell Ibira that I'm sympathetic to her cause, whatever it may be. I expect to meet her in our homeland when this ridiculous invasion is over. I will make sure to let her know the next time I meet her. We're getting a little insight into the politics of the demons. I like it a lot. I like it. This forest, so peaceful, naught but tranquility. I could lie down here and feel nothing forever. At least, that's how it should be. I was wondering for a moment if you were being serious and didn't see what's going on around you. How could I not see it? How could I not think of what the forest could be like if I hadn't been for the failures of my daughter and my own failures? Renova has failed to lead our people, and it's my fault. I raised her poorly and failed to reform and save my people. When I should have lectured her, I locked her inside a tower. When I should have been there for her, I was in a human kingdom. How can I ever redeem myself? I have doomed her to become a monarch no better than I. I've doomed my people to be led in the wrong way after my mother had made steps in the right direction. In their desperation, many of my people turned to the demons. I left them no other choice. The demons offered a future in chains, while I deprived them of their chance to have any other kind of future. Ah. It wasn't desperation that led your people to us. It was their greed and lust for power, among other things. You couldn't have saved them from themselves. There's always those that want more, even if they already have everything. Such is the way of mortals. If they had been governed well, there'd be less that felt no loyalty to their people and kingdom. But they weren't, and it's my fault. And now, after failing them in life, I'm to hunt and kill them in death. You wouldn't understand. I too have failed my people, Kira. Cursadar and I both have been tricked into launching this invasion in the first place. I can see that now. Yet you do not see me lament it all the time. Killing Cursadar will not only satisfy my thirst for revenge and give that backstabbing pest what he deserves, it will also put an end to this invasion and, by extension, undo my mistake. Ornasian opening up. You want to redeem yourself? Take your crown, conquer this part of the force, and raise the demon slaves as your court. In life, they betrayed your people. In death, they can atone for their mistakes, and you can rule them better than you did in life. My crown. Perhaps you're right. The eastern part of the kingdom has always been more rebellious than any other. I should have known they'd turn to the demons. Yes, I will slay the demon slaves and raise them to serve as my unliving court. I will save my people from this threat. Very good. Eridon has sent word asking us to take control of the garrison of the Golden Guard. While they have managed to actually withstand Cursadar's little underlings, Eridon wants us to take their place. And if you want to raise your dead people, they'd stand in our way anyway. And we shall remove them, just like the demons and their slaves, in the name of the Watcher, for the good of my people and the entire world. This is our first introduction to Queen Kira, but it's Renova's mother, right? Destroy the base of the Golden Guard. Just make a bunch of dudes for lumber as usual. Destroy the outer enemy bases. Destroying the outer enemy bases will give you access to additional gold mines, as well as give you allies to put pressure onto your main objective. Demon Slaves Peanut, I see up here. Orange, green, those are just side quests. And then destroy the base of the Golden Guard in the center. So we're just destroying everything. The last Undead mission, we very meticulously try to avoid the Golden Guard. I guess we could have killed them. Because it seems like the Golden Guard are meant to be considered way more competent, even though they've been enemies most of the time, meaning we would have been destroying them. But I think we're meant to treat them as if they're much more powerful, similar to Red Fist. Okay. All right. So we're the Khazar Nexus again. New Arcane lore's been added. About time! We didn't have any lore previously. Quick save, and then let's do all of our reading. What are our leadership boni? Total destruction we've done in the past. Damage dealt by Death Guards, Ice Keepers, Death Lords by 5. That's all of our melee units, our undead demon units. While failing to reform the Elven military, Kira had a small number of elite guards that would protect her at all times. Now in death, Kira seeks to increase their number by training her undead followers and having them constantly hone their skills. Increase the hit points of Dark Archers and Stalkers by 5, and increase their damage by 5. Dark Archers and Stalkers. That's a Seductress. Ooh, Undead Succubi. The Khazar Nexus has been expanded. I like that.
What must I
Stalkers. Man, we have a lot of units here. I feel like I probably will end up restarting. This seems like Kira's mission, so I really want to take Royal Retinue, even though it seems like adding to the health of... Well, what are you? Yeah, okay, adding to the health of ranged units doesn't seem great. They get the extra 5 damage, though. Both of these give units 5 extra damage, but this also increases HP. So, you know what? I guess let's just take Royal Retinue. Let's grab our Black Citadel. We have Ornasian again, and then Queen Kira. Unlike the rulers of nations of dwarves and humans, the rulers of the elves are buried with their crown rather than being to their successor. Many elves believe that the wearer's mind shapes a crown, making it impossible for anyone else to wear the crown. The crown worn by Kira is a reminder of the mistakes she has made, while also filling her with determination to make up for all of them. 100, yeah, so it's just 100 mana extra, and then this is, what's it called? This is Periapt, but also, Mask of Death. Kira has always had this ancient warglaive with her, a weapon that has always belonged to the royal family. When Kira died, Renova buried the weapon with her, not wanting anything that would remind her of her mother to remain. Now this former symbol of hope has been reforged into a weapon of death. Will that overwrite the Orb of Darkness, though? Because these are both orb effects, and this one is earlier in the inventory, so I don't know if the Orb of Darkness will actually proc on anything. I mean, we'll see. We can give her one of the Periapts. We got our Royal Retinue, and then... I mean, here's the thing. Again, we just spent so much time. What I could have at least done was built like a gargoyle or something. Let's examine our tech tree a little bit. So we have Dark Archers. So this is a mix of the Khazar Nexus and then these Undead Elves. But they're not Dark Elves. They're actual Undead Elves. Stalkers and Dark Archers. What about here? And then we have Seductresses and Sorcerers. Okay. Yeah, so we have Undead Eridar and Undead Seductresses. That's really cool. So again, we have kind of this interesting mix of a faction. And then Seekers, which, that's Rohirrim Nexus. This is a very strange mix. So we have Undead Elves, we have Khazar Nexus, and we have Rohirrim Nexus all just like smashed together here. I am intrigued. I mean, one thing I could do, at the very least, is just, I mean, we might as well experiment a little bit. I've just been chilling in low upkeep. Give me a gargoyle so we can, like, search around. We only have one gold mine here, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and get... I mean, I'll get some more production structures, but on one gold mine, we have to be very meticulous with where we decide to go first. So I'm not going to quick save. I'm just going to go ahead and build some stuff, and then we'll decide where we want to attack first.
I have better things to do.
Maybe to the left? Like, stay along the bottom? I mean, obviously, it has to be peanut or green. Green is demons. If we attack to the left, that gets us closer to Golden Guard. If we attack up here, that gets us closer to Darkblade Legion, orange demons. Go ahead and just fly around the bottom here, and then up and around, and let's see what we can find.
Your Honor, our forces are under attack.
That's what we can find. Honestly, I guess the sooner we can get those, the better. Because that's just, like, straight up good stuff. Yeah, Demon Blood. Heavy Plating. And then get these added in.
Summoning is complete.
What's going on here? Maybe another... It could possibly be another demon.
Summoning is complete.
I'd like to keep scouting a little bit. It's again, I'm expecting that I'm gonna have to restart, almost definitely. And the reason for that is like we've just kind of sat around. We have this really big army. I didn't have any siege weaponry, but I figured, well, since we're going ahead and we're getting our we got our Black Citadel, then let's go ahead and get some. Let's go ahead and get some meat wagons and stuff. The Honor and Glory battalions have arrived. It is time to put an end to this rebellion. Kill them all, no prisoners. In the name of the High Lord, only members of the Golden Guard shall remain in this part of the forest. Oh, so there were actually 2 more bases.
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, you know what? Let's kill this demon lord behind these trees so that he doesn't bother us later.
If that is your
Let's do exactly that. Give me more meat wagons. Yeah, sure. Go ahead and put me into high upkeep. That's rough, but let's do it. Get my heroes down to the front. Get our demon dudes down to the front.
Our forces are under attack.
Well, that's bad timing. We gotta get up here and destroy these. What can Kiri even do? Well, she has blink, so get her in the back there. I don't think I'm gonna be able to hit these from here. I have to read what all my new units can even do. Dude, they're going crazy. So there is some sort of time element to this for sure. Honestly, if we lose a couple units here, that's good. I would love to get into lower upkeep, and actually trying to kill the demon behind trees should do that for us. Let's move on down here. And I'm not thrilled with having to get through this tight corridor of trees, but we've got to do it. Okay, back them out. I mean, they're stuck, but we're stuck. There's not really a good thing here. Do I have an interrupt of some sort? I have mana burn. That's not an interrupt. We have Ornassian who can flame strike, which is pretty good. Again, take me down into lower upkeep, please. I'd really appreciate it. And I guess get one more Ziggurat. Well, now I don't have to worry about demons behind trees just like hitting me from from behind as I'm destroying stuff. Though there might be another one There? That's pretty far in, though. You know, I think we want to go and hit green after this. Kill this guy, and then we go for green. Give me an obsidian statue, please. And then we're just going to make death guards, I think. Or we can make some stalkers. No, we're not. We're going to make dark archers, I think. Well, let's see if we get this guy. We've been able to raise them in the past. Perfect. Get added to my hero group. And if green is being chipped away at by that huge golden guard attack, this might be my chance. I guess I will quick save. I can just restart completely if necessary. This is an interesting start, to say the least. Firebolt. That's our interrupt right there. Okay, and then you just fly around kind of in this direction, see what you can find.
Better things to do.
What must I do?
Again, if this doesn't succeed, I'm willing to save scum it a little bit. This feels peanut, you jerks. This felt like the right time to go, but I think we're gonna have to turn around. I've come to rid my realm of your kind, demon. Once you've been dealt with, the beauty and purity shall return to these woods. Vengeance ultimate. We can't go through this. We have to turn around and take care of this first anyway. So I'll load the save. We'll turn around and take care of that, and then we'll go for green again. Or maybe we don't, because green is going to have pressure put on them from the golden guard from the other side, but they will also continue to attack us. So yeah, the timing of this really couldn't be worse, but we're also fighting, what, 3 different enemies? No, we're fighting 2 different bases, 3 different golden guard bases, 2 different demon bases, and then Peanut. Like, this is just that's a disaster. Oh, cool, that's cool. I mean, again, I don't really have an interrupt for this except trying to get up there with a firebolt. I've come to rid my realm of you, demon, blah, 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 blah.
I wish only this. I gladly obey.
Okay, and then the demons are stupid. They go, huh? Another one. Okay, that hero is dead. Now the question is, do we want to try and kill... do we want to try and kill green? Can we kill green? It seemed like a pretty mondo base.
Yes, my lord.
I feel like we could certainly try. We've got our +3. I mean, what else can we do besides sit and wait for money, which is kind of an unfortunate fate, but it's where we're at right now. I wish these would just start with this on autocast. That's unfortunate. They do get that nice buff, passive buff, which is cool. Yeah, get up here, buddy. You've got that AoE heal that we want.
What must I do?
I feel like by this point, green has already rebuilt all their stuff. They have to have, right? Okay, pull them into the choke point. Get these guys in the front. This is a deeply unfortunate choke point here. But it wouldn't be Arkain if there weren't missions where we were stuck in just a really, really, really unfortunate thing like this. I mean, I can death pact something before he... No, he's dead. Okay, well, Kira, I guess use your vengeance. Like, am I... I don't think I'm winning. I don't think this is gonna work. Because we have to kill this and then also get on top of the demon gates before they rebuild all of this. Like, that's a big ask. And everything we have is just constantly stuck, so I can't save my units that are going down. Man, it's a shame. This hero seems... Look, straight up. Well, she does have Finger of Pain, but she frankly just sort of seems like dog shit. She is not very good here. I guess AoE is pretty good here, too. Frontliners are doing okay. Most of my backliners are dead. My only hope is that a lot of this stuff is pre-placed so that we can... I don't want to have to rebuild you, buddy. My only hope is that a lot of this stuff is just pre-placed. Such that we could, like, make a push after this and actually do some damage, but I am doubtful. Their hero is dead. I feel like we're going to get attacked by Peanut here again pretty soon. I guess quick save because we're alive, and I will attempt to at least kill 1 or 2 demon gates. No, I think they've rebuilt all their defensive forces. This is not going to work. I guess we can at least try and kill 1 building. Oh, this is going to be a rough one. I think we need to time it with the Golden Guard better, but the Peanut attack is just at the wrong time. I just quick saved, so this isn't gonna. It's really tempting to kind of just restart straight up, isn't it? We could get the other demon, the dudes behind trees as well. That's an option. Again, we're on 1 gold mine. We've scouted pretty decently. Ornasian is back, but he's not very good against the demons because he can't flame strike infernals. I feel in a really bad spot. I feel like maybe we could cut through the trees and attack the demon base from like deeper in. That's that's pretty far in. But yeah, give me another graveyard there. Only 100 food.
Other things to do.
Kill this guy. Kill something. Just kill something. Oh my gosh. Our DPS is garbage. Okay. There you go. No upkeep. Perfect. So, unfortunately, I think we're just going to chill. We're going to sit in no upkeep for as long as it takes. We'll try to repel enemy attacks as best we can. And just let the Golden Guard kill the demon bases. And then we can kill Peanut ourselves, and then we will repel the Golden Guard. I guess. I don't know. What do you got? The ability to cast Silence. That's an interrupt as well. Not loving the super tight choke points. Never loving the super tight choke points of these maps. Like, again, it's decent for Ornasian at times. Did that really hit my town hall? I don't believe it. I'm really feeling like we had to have killed the demons. Oh, cool. They destroyed that. I'm feeling like we needed to have killed the demons. Because if we can hit them at just the... Well, no, we can't because of this attack. We could spam static defense up there.
My life,
But otherwise, I'm not so sure. I guess rebuild that. It's an unfortunate gold cost.
Yes, my lord. What need
I meant to repair that, but I guess we just are gonna go ahead and turn him into a shade. I can't rebuild more acolytes either. You know, I'm just gonna... Oh, yeah, I'm gonna restart. This is... Nah. It feels like there's a window at the opening and we missed it. All right, it's me from the future. I've actually played this mission for quite a bit and struggled a lot. This mission would have been legit a 4 or maybe even 5-parter. We could talk more about it as time goes on, but basically, I want to try something different this time because I wasn't able to break either the Demon Slaves or Soul Eater over here. And eventually, I destroyed this base, but it was after, again, like 3 full videos. And like I could release that footage. I'm honestly not even that tilted. I am a little tilted, admittedly, but I wasn't that tilted. It was just really, really long. And I talked to Shar and Kasserkin a little bit about it, and basically my takeaway is it just doesn't feel like this is the type of mission that is sort of deserving of that kind of grind, if that makes sense. I just get the impression that there's a very specific window that we're expected to make something happen in that initial Golden Guard attack, and if you don't hit it, then it basically adds a huge amount of time to the map. And And again, I think that it's sort of designed around you being able to get through at least one base during the Golden Guard attack. So I'm going to try to do that. A big thing is, so like Peanut attacks us from over here, and then also up here pretty much right when the Golden Guard attacks. So we need to time it so that we start pushing into green and make some headway, and then turn a small group of units around to repel that first attack, which shouldn't be that crazy. And if anything, maybe we want to leave 1 or 2 sorcerers behind so that we can firebolt that enemy hero that shows up and starfalls. Because if we could stop that, it really shouldn't be that crazy. Also, the demon lords behind trees are really useful. There are 3 of them. Now there are 3 of them. There's one here, and there's one like right here, and then there's one like really deep in back there. So if I can kill green, then killing the Golden Guard base behind it should be relatively simple. Because they haven't really fully set up yet. But we have to use them as a distraction if we want to make anything happen. Again, it's just a lot we have to do. I think there's some really critical upgrades we want to try and get before we get going here. So like heavy plating would be really useful. I mean, I need lumber. We rushed pretty fast. To
What must I do?
to the Black Citadel, so we weren't building workers for lumber instead. I think we get a second slaughterhouse. The other option is to get frostworms so that we can freeze the demon gates, which I think is probably a pretty viable strategy as well. Basically, what I'm expecting is we're going to be sending these guys onto lumber here, and eventually they're going to break through while I'm not paying attention, and they'll release the demon lord, but that's just kind of the way it is, and it's something I'm willing to allow happen. We can at least have dudes like harvesting down in this direction to help out a little bit. But basically, I think it's absolutely critical that we destroy this green base. So I'm gonna get near maxed out, I think, with these meat wagons to help target down stuff. These casters are pretty interesting. We have Undead Eridar. Firebolt is our only stun. I think we have something else that technically could work. Oh, it's the Undead Succubi. What are they called here? Seductress. They have a silence for their mastery level, which is pretty good. And I still took the Royal Retinue, just because, again, it feels fitting for Kira. Even though Kira, frankly, does not seem like the greatest of heroes. Like, she's fine, but she's really not great.
Research complete.
So, what we're going to want to do, also, is build a few units to leave up here to defend against that first peanut attack that attacks us from that direction. So, we want to use the Golden Guard attacking as a distraction that will draw all of Green's units to them, and we want to go as early as possible. That was the other problem. The first time I tried, there was a significant delay, and we really need to avoid that. I think we want to grab Unholy Armor. Let's see if any of this finishes by the time the Golden Guard shows up. I'm going to quick save. I guess we can quick save right when they show up as well. We're already in high upkeep, so we're just going to build. We're just going for it. And, see, these guys, this Demonic Flames is similar to what Fire Mages have, where it just increases their attack damage. Well, the Fire Mages one, I think it stacks damage and then the units explode when they die. But we want to make sure we have enough mana to use a Firebolt to stun that hero when she shows up too. Okay, here they come. But keep in mind, they're not going straight for the demon base first. They're going to destroy these outer bases. And they have a lot of stuff. I'm starting to realize I feel like the Golden Guard may have been nerfed a little bit in this... The Golden Guard may very well have been nerfed at least a little bit in this iteration. And we want to meet... Yes, these guys, here they come. We want to destroy this attack as seamlessly as possible. Let's do this. And also I'm going to use Kira's ultimate now so that we can get these corpses up. We can zap those. Okay, so that's an easy attack. Again, part of the problem is going to be the attack that comes from this direction up here. I think I was a little preemptive with these ladies. How long do they last? Not long enough, I don't think. Alright, all melee units to the front. Heal me up as we go. These units move up. I thought I built another meat wagon. It may have been destroyed. I hope it's not just sitting in my base. I'm not looking... Oh, here it is. We bring this. We leave these folks at home. I don't know if that's enough to repel the one attack. The thing with the Avatar of Vengeance is the demons, like the Infernals, don't leave corpses, so it's really not that important. I don't think. Again, it's just we have to repel that one major attack in that direction as well. This is going fine. That upgrade is going to finish. I will go ahead and get this upgrade. A quick save. I don't think we have anything that costs only one supply, so we're just going to chill. We're just going to chill. I mean, I could get more ziggurats up here every little bit. As long as we can stun that one hero out of Starfall, we should be okay.
Yes, master.
I realize I'm torturing myself substantially by playing this again after it caused me such heartache, but, you know, it is what it is. We can get this avatar out again. As soon as it despawns, we can resummon it. It's just, it's not that valuable versus demons. Okay, see, they're going now. So I'm basically waiting until I see Green's defensive waves show up in response to this, and there they are, and now we go. So quick save now, and then we make our move.
Why have I been summoned?
And the hope is that the green defensive wave won't really be reacting to us until they deal with blue completely. I hope. We're about to find out what they do. Yeah, see, there's their hero, so they are responding in that direction. Like, I already feel like this is a better start, and then we just want to make Death Guards and leave them at home. Okay, move on in. And we just want to focus on the demon gates at this point. We don't want to interfere at all with whatever's going on up there. Okay, you ladies come on up here. Again, we're about to get hit by a peanut attack up there. And you can see there's going to be a lot we have to deal with pretty soon here. Here come the demons. Okay, we did destroy that. Okay, one more round there. There we go. Now go for the next demon gate, and then this is where things start getting very spicy. The ladies need to back up. The problem with Ornacian here is he's just not valuable versus Doom Guards, and neither is Kira. She also has Finger of Death, Finger of Pain. How is this going up here? She's starfalling. My Eredar are dead. I built them and they died. She's still... Well, we got her to cancel it. Oh, I had hoped that they would reset. Just draw them to the Black Citadel? Okay, and then Kira, what are you doing? Just once I regain control of her, just zap here. Okay, 2 demon gates down is pretty substantial. Okay, we lost our Black Citadel, but that's okay. Because if we could take this base, it is a viable trade. Man, if we would have just stunned her out of that Starfall I wasn't watching. And see, that's worth maybe a reload. All I needed to do was pay attention to that one thing, and it would have gone immensely better. I could send my heroes back maybe to help here. Again, I feel like I left enough stuff, and you know what? I'm not even gonna. I'm not gonna talk my way through it too much. Let's just do it. I'm very confident. Like this is looking really good now. I think this is exactly what needs to happen. We need to go though, but the key is we need to be prepared to stun that one hero, and everything should be a-okay. Whoa, Stalker Lady, that's not where we need you.
I must.
Okay, not as good of a start up here either. Okay, everybody move in. Everybody move in. There you go, and then turn these into... There you go. You don't need to be. And then we're gonna hotkey these dudes, and then we're gonna build some more Death Guards here. Okay, move on up, and we're gonna target down. Okay, perfect, and we're gonna chill. We're gonna auto-attack in this direction, we're attacking. Turn on ice arrows, move on up. Move on up. Move on in. Okay, stun her. Before you die. Okay, she's been stunned. And, like, stun some other stuff, too, while you're at it. All right, they got bopped. Ow. Okay, I'm not paying attention to... Now I'm not paying attention to my attack here. Okay, we got one demon gate attack here. We got rid of the turret that was up in that direction. Okay, they're coming in. They're going to start retaliating now. I don't have a stun.
More gold is required.
Okay, and I'm out of gold. I can at least send my heroes back. I can at least send my heroes back here and here.
Where shall
Go ahead and repair. This is absolutely doable. Just stay close and keep healing, buddies. Okay, good work. We lost our Black Citadel again. Again, in the grand scheme, I'm not too concerned about that. It's just this one hero is real pain. I'm hitting R. There you go. Mana burn. And then you zap. The one thing about Kira is her Finger of Pain is a really low cooldown. That's at least something. Okay, keep going. Just target the demon gates with the meat wagons, and everything else will sort of take care of itself. Okay, head on back. And we need to save up enough to build another Black Citadel. Okay, there's the Demon Lords. Again, the timing of all this, it feels kind of intentional, like to be real jerkish, but I don't know if it is. It might have just been extremely coincidental that you're sort of expected to break the trees at that exact moment. Okay, Demon Gate up here. Here, go for the turret. All tomes are going to go on Arnassian, because I don't expect we're going to be seeing much of Kira after all of this, I'm going to be honest with you.
What must I do, Turner?
Again, I would rather take this base and ignore everything that's happening at home, and we could go straight for Golden Guard as well, and it'll be absolutely worth it. See, because they reset now. So that's all well and good.
I wish only
We're going to run this guy over here to make an Acropolis. And then haunt the gold mine. And then we can move our army home. The key is that this base is gone. So again, we can pivot and then push back against anything that Peanut sends. I realize I'm short on supply right now as well. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Where is my obsidian statue? Head on over here. I need you healing my front lines. I can do this, right? Yeah, that's something. Every little bit. Okay, we are rebuilding our necropolis. Okay, another demon gate down. And I think we're probably going to need to turn around and repel orange. And then maybe go straight for the Golden Guard. At the very least, we save because we're in a very excellent position right now. Okay, and then where'd that Acolyte go? Rise my treacherous kin and serve your queen once more. And then we get free units as well. They spawned inside my necropolis. That's fine. I am not going to complain.
You call to me.
Now, I'm expecting to get attacked right now, but if we can just go and kill this Golden Guard base as soon as possible, then it doesn't... you know, I think like we should at least try to do this, because they're not going to be fully set up at this moment. Like, they're building stuff. But again, I think they're a little weaker than before, and they're going to be really susceptible to Kira's ult. Just mana burn the paladins. he's out of mana. Go ahead and go. Okay, and then there's Peanut again at our base. So this is what I expected. I think we want to turn around and repel this first. I think we want to turn around, repel this first, and then we can go and kill Golden Guard. I don't think that the Golden Guard base is going to be that bad, and we can go ahead and get this second base saturated. Eventually, they will turn and attack that base also, though. So there's a lot of things that we need to do right now. I also don't have a graveyard, and we need to raise the Demon Lords too,
My fate is
because they're just a thorn in our side right now. But basically, we have to wait for this to finish proper, and we'll be good to go. Oh yeah, here's this guy. You have to just come back and get back on gold, because we are short on
Where shall my blood spill?
gold, and I have nowhere to return my lumber to either. It's a lot, okay? There's a lot going on here. I'm gonna leave these here, and we're coming back just in time.
Call to me.
That's probably not the best way for you to have gone, but you know.
Back.
Queen Kira's abilities are just really lackluster. Mana Burn has such a short range too. It just leaves a lot to be desired, unfortunately. But it is what it is.
Summoning is
I do have a concern that we're going to get backdoored by Orange as well. I mean, we want to go and kill Golden Guard. That's got to be a thing. Because then that removes all the pressure from this side.
our forces are under attack.
What must I do?
Okay. Not bad. I don't think I have any casters left.
End my torment.
Okay, you all lumber. Saturate this base. These just spawn units every so often now, and I think we just want death guards. And then we run everybody down in this direction. At the very least, we have to defend against Golden Guard before we push into their base. Those bases also don't have heroes, which is actually a massive, massive boon for us. Yeah, okay, here's Orange. And they came from kind of a weird direction, too. I don't have anything to stun here. I think that's okay. Turn and actually fight these guys, though, please. Okay, and then we make our archers, because that's our leadership boni.
Yes.
Okay, cool. And then we run everybody over here to go ahead and prepare for Golden Guard assault.
What is it now?
Let's go. I'm going to get another... Never mind. Not going to get another one of those. Our money's going to be coming in good, though. Whoops.
I bow to
Okay,
you.
Necropolis here, and then let's save. Again, Peanut will continue attacking us, too, so we have to basically attack this base and then get back again,
The damned stand ready.
and we'll be in much better shape. Let's go ahead and just... Again, we're just getting basic units. We're going to try and push through this. And then we have the meat wagons, which hopefully will actually win it for us.
You call to me.
Okay. All right, and the thing with the Golden Guard is they are susceptible to our actual hero spells, unlike the demons. The demons, they also, like, the demons are large. They have large unit models, so they just, like, they don't clump up very well, so they're not hit by as much by Ornasians, AoE,
Absolutely.
stuff like that.
Our forces are
Whereas these guys,
Better things to do.
we want to zap them. Ooh, Kira, get out of there. She's dead. She's dead already. Pick a paladin and zap him, Ornasian. Good work. And we need some corpses. We need more corpses. Okay, right there. Meat wagons move on up and start destroying structures. Casual, random. Sure. Did they destroy my altar too? I think they did destroy it. That's too bad. Just ignore that thing. Ornasian picked this up. Okay, the key is we are in the base. There is a random Darkblade Infernal here. I don't understand it, but it is what it is. Okay, go for the castle next. We're going to start making Death Guards, and we're just going to leave them at home. Let's go ahead and get another altar so that we can resummon Kira. And then we'll make a few more ziggurats up here to at least function as some sort of buffer zone.
Our forces are under attack.
Okay, and you know what? Let's go ahead and just start harvesting from these trees instead.
Summon.
Oh! Okay. I've made more progress here than I did in like 3 videos, I'm not joking, in my original attempts. So I think this is going to be a good spot to stop, actually. Let's go ahead and wrap up here. Let me just throw down like a real save. And, man, again, I wasn't like super tilting in my initial attempt, but I kind of saw what we needed to do at the beginning. And again, if you miss that window of attacking the demons when the Golden Guard are distracting them, then this drags out really long because you're only on 1 gold mine, and attacking the enemy bases is incredibly difficult. This Demon Slaves base has a ton of production in it. Also, I think I see them coming to attack me right now, so we are going to have to turn around here pretty much as soon as the next video starts. But thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I feel so much better with this attempt. Again, I played a long time, and it's not that I was unhappy with the footage, but it was just so long. And again, what I said to Shar, and he kind of agreed, which was like, this doesn't seem like the type of mission, narratively, that's justifying this type of grind. But I think I just sort of missed that window. Whereas in this attempt, I hit it, everything's working out. Cool. All right, thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.